Oftentimes, a wake-up call doesn't have to come to you specifically via the person that deserves to get the wake-up call. Sometimes it'll come through other means and avenues to direct itself to you. Now, we all know who that is on the right, but if you don't know who the man is on the left, and that's probably because you never see him, that is Candace Owens' husband, George Farmer. You know, he's the CEO of Parler. And recently, George had reached out to this man by the name of David Netto to do some interior design work on their home. Well, this David Netto, who by the way is also a white man, had told him in so many words that I wouldn't go near your home or near either of you. He said, I would rather get beat in the ass with a wooden plank before doing any type of work on your home, let alone going near it to even basically knock on the door. And now Candace Owens has basically come out and now she's going on her little rant. But it's something that she says that really blows up her entire hypocrisy angle, especially when it comes to racism. Candace Owens has revealed that interior designer David Netto told her husband he would rather get beat in the ass with a wooden plank than work on their Nashville home. Conservative commentator Owens and her husband, British businessman George Farmer, wrote the most polite email approaching Netto and complained that his response would be deemed unacceptable if it had been sent to a quote-unquote black liberal. She finds a way to throw politics into everything, doesn't she? She added, they would have said it was like Jim Crow. The mother of two, aged 33, recounted the spat in a lengthy interview with Vanity Fair, in which she spoke about her media career as an outspoken black Republican, her changing views on Donald Trump, and even a potential run for office of her own. The firebrand sparked controversy at Paris Fashion Week last year when she tweeted a picture of her and Kanye West wearing White Lives Matter t-shirts. The incident thrust Owens into the limelight and preceded the musician's descent into an anti-Semitic rant on Twitter, which included praise for Hitler. Owens was criticized for failing to condemn West on her Daily Wire show, which has 1.5 million subscribers and airs as a podcast and on YouTube. The rapper later agreed to buy Farmer's free speech platform Parler, which is popular with the far right. The site has been banned by Apple, Google, and Amazon for allowing hate speech and is popular with Trump supporters, including some of whom participated in the U.S. Capitol unrest on January 6th. Owens spoke of Netto's hostile reaction after saying she was treated kindly by Nashville locals, and even spoke of a positive encounter with Kamala Harris at the airport, whom she described as very nice. Owens, so she thinks that if people are nice to her, if a few people are nice to her, everybody's supposed to be nice to her. That's not how this world works. But you know, this woman lives in La La Land. Owens says she approached the vice president, adding, I can't help myself. I told her I wasn't going to vote for her. And she was like, yeah, okay, I understand. It was a very nice conversation. She said her husband reached out to Netto, who has written on design for the New York Times after the couple saw his work in one of their friends' homes. My husband wrote the most polite email because he's always polite. He's very English, Owens said. We didn't know if we could afford a designer or anything. Said Netto wrote back, Dear George, thank you for your inquiry. I'd rather get beat in the ass with a wooden plank than ever go near either of you. Kind regards, David. And I'm telling you, it's probably mostly because of her. And it probably has nothing to do with the fact that she's black. It's her views that he probably doesn't agree with. But let's keep on reading. Owens suggested that if a white conservative male has sent the brutal put down to an outspoken black liberal, he would have lost everything. You know, she's basically sending out dog whistles to her people, saying to make sure that we cancel this guy. That's basically, in so many words, what she's trying to say. Netto told Vanity Fair he'd only address Farmer and that it was about morality, not race. He added, after January 6th, the joke's over. People like this should expect to be recognized as complicit with something very dangerous, and I don't mean Kanye, and expect to be told off in a polite society. Without Parler, the Proud Boys couldn't talk to each other, so that's enough for me. They'll find somebody to do their house, and I'm sure it will be beautiful. So right there, now he's coming at him. So he's killing two birds with one stone. When he mentioned Kanye, I knew that he was talking about her. When he mentioned the Proud Boys and Parler, he was talking about him. He's basically saying both of them are trash. And to be honest, he's not lying. Owens had previously been a vocal Trump cheerleader but slammed him after the Republican candidates he endorsed for the midterm elections failed to win their seats. She said on her Daily Wire show that she'd been suspicious of the former president since he was rude to her following an interview where they were clashing on the woo-woo thing. Owens had previously criticized Trump, saying he was out of touch with his support base after he came out in favor of the thing. Trump then turned on her, she claimed. But again, she brings all of this on herself because she's gotten so comfortable. That's the thing. She's gotten too comfortable and she thinks she can say anything to anybody, especially those who look like her husband. And it makes you wonder how she talks to her husband. And that's supposed to fly. And notice a lot of the clashes that she gets into it with are a lot of white men. She comes off as what you call the sophisticated ratchet. She presents herself in a sophisticated way, but she can have ratchet tendencies. She just doesn't let them always show, but she shows them in a way where she's going between the realm of ratchet and uppity. And then they mesh into one, and then you get people like her. Born in New York, but now based in Silver Lake, Los Angeles, David Nettle has garnered a following of elite clients, including Jerry and Jessica Seinfeld, Laura Santo Domingo, Renee Rockefeller, and Natalie Farma. He is married to wife Liz, with whom he has two daughters, Madeline and Kate. Their home is a 1,300 square foot glass house built by the famed architect Richard Neutra in 1959. His website states that his work is known for trying to bring to modernism a touch of warmth and personality, into traditionalism, young energy, and a dash of exotic. She was told by mutual friends that Trump had someone egging him on to be angry with Owens, and that he eventually said, "Yeah, I'm so mad at Candace." Okay. The pundit revealed that the next time she saw Trump, he was actually rude. Okay, we're not going to continue going into the thing about her and Trump. I don't even know why they inserted anything in here referring to Trump anyway. It should have just been focused mainly on this person not wanting to decorate her home. I don't know why they inserted all this extra curricular stuff in here, because that had no bearings on it. But the fact of the matter is, this guy does not want to work with Candace or her husband. And I'm gonna be honest, usually, you know how they say it doesn't have anything to do with race? I'm gonna stand by that, and I'm gonna actually shockingly stand by him saying that, because she's just a trash person. It has nothing to do with her race. But she will try to, she tried to say that it had, you know, if it was a black liberal, they would have canceled him, everything like that. But because I'm a black conservative, they're not going to say anything or protect me or anything like that. Well, duh. Wake up and smell the coffee grind, Candace. You never had protection with them folks. You only had complicity with them. They only tolerate you. But you always get out of line every single time. Again, this is the same woman that loves to sit up here and claim that racism doesn't exist. And whenever she feels that she can wave that wand around, then she'll wave it. Usually in the very bad direction, but she'll wave it nonetheless. But again, this is the same woman that also sued her school for racism and won. And I believe she didn't even finish. I think she dropped out. She got her money and got the hell out. So, I mean, I think that's just very interesting on her part. But I don't feel nothing for her. I don't feel nothing for her husband. She's getting exactly what she deserves. And like Kid Gravity says, them people are turning on her. They're turning on her. But she's so dumb, she probably doesn't even realize it. Because again, you know, she has all these so-called supporters that keep hyping and boosting her head up. And it's like, do you really see the forest from the trees or not?
Lord, I'm having a heart attack. Damn, this is some scary shit. Oh, I am scared.